All right, welcome to Smokey Reacts. On this one, I had to do this one. I think more so from uh, just seeing clips on the internet and just being like, either these niggas is wild or she's on a madness. I don't know what the fuck's going on this podcast. This is what is it? The Daily Wrap Up Crew Podcast, episode 59, heated debate, and this happened. Uh, hashtag why Eli. Yeah, let's check this out. Thank you, anybody's gonna check these out. It is greatly appreciated. If you could please hit that like and subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel, make this something serious over here. So if there's other episodes of this podcast or really anything you guys want me to check out on this particular stuff that I do on this one, on the Smokey Reacts, I can check out pretty much anything. So let me know and I'll get right to it. Thank you very much. And let's get into this one.
He made a mistake, but clearly.
Hold on, Ace.
You're right.
I gave you another example of toxic that I with. Is he toxic to me? No. He's done what the I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kids? Absolutely, because he's not.
Why are you dealing with a like that?
Son? You want to kill his wife, Eli?
Shay! Shay! It's
the is you talking about?
How is that not your business?
Shay.
That's not my business.
Bro, that sounds like no, you're not taking accountability.
That's not my business.
So I'm gonna wait to speak on that just because this is the clip that gets people into the thing, but this is the thing that made me like, all right, like we should probably discuss this. We should discuss this.
So if he wasn't cheat on his wife, why is that my business?
So what you
cheated on me and bitches didn't feel like that was their business.
Man.
Why do I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
Man.
Why, Eli? Why, Eli?
So what you be
Hold on. Why, Eli? Why should I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
She not giving my nigga Eli no space to answer, but Eli don't seem like he have any good answers besides you need to be accountable too. That seems like his only response. Like, what about your responsibility in the situation? So that I don't know. That seems like a weak argument, but niggas love doing that.
Hey, welcome back to another
Fucking state is that, like New Jersey or something? Oh, it's New York? Is that the boroughs of New York? Is that what that is?
All right, welcome back to another episode of Daily Wrap Up Crew. No man in, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. We got the honeys like a beehive. Make sure you like me and subscribe. You heard?
I mean, okay. I guess. Last but not least, we got Jew.
Since I'm gonna go with the flow, you know what I mean? Got past this, so I'm gonna do it like a give and go. Dailyrapupcrew.com. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok. About to blow. You know what I mean?
Oh, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, we got some special guests in the building. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm Ash.
Nice finger waves.
You can follow me at Who But Ash. That's Who _ But Ash.
Okay.
And hey, I'm Shay. You can follow me at Mother the Sage, MUVA the Sage on Instagram.
Yo, before we get into this first topic, yo, make sure y'all hit that like button, and if y'all not subscribed already, please make sure y'all subscribe because we dropping content all the time. We got some new content we gonna drop. We live streaming. Man, we trying to do it all. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why would you not subscribe? Like, I don't get it.
I really don't understand why, but like, yo, Wolf, you could get into that first topic.
Why does every other group of men treat black women better than black women? Why does every other group of men treat black women better than black men? That's wild as fuck. Let's. All right, so you motherfuckers be on the internet too much, way too fucking much, for you to think that in real life black men treat black women lesser than what white niggas and other than. You guys built that fantasy up. Like, I don't want to go find me a good white nigga. Like, white niggas aren't out here doing the same shit niggas is doing. Like, it's like that shit is just bullshit to me. It's almost kind of like that same shit Issa Rae wrote in her book when she was like, oh, well, black women should date Asian men because Asian men seem to be able to build a successful bond with black women. And I'm just like, that shit is stupid. It's stupid. It's not based off of race. It's never based off of race. And you guys always want to discount like, oh, well, he didn't do me like this. That's because you didn't take that shit from that nigga this time. You let that black nigga do that shit because you let that black nigga do that shit. Now you're not taking that shit off that Asian nigga or that white nigga or fucking Arab guy. And now you're like, oh, he's so much better. He treats me X, Y, and Z. No, you're not taking shit no more. You done upped your standards. And now you looking back and you're like, black niggas don't do this for me. Like the women or niggas that say this shit, the whole, like, the black women this, black men that, like, that shit's stupid. That's your experience with the individuals that you've dealt with. You don't get to fucking talk about all of us. Like, that shit's dumb.
Shoot the messenger, but why is it that every other race of man, whether it be white, Chinese, Indian, whatever race it might be, why is it that every other race of men treat black women better than black men? I'll wait for the responses because I would really like to know. You would think that black men would cherish black women because their mother is black, their grandmother is black, their sisters, their cousins, their aunties, whatever it might be. But no, they don't. They treat us like trash, and they treat us like the dirt beneath their shoes. And it's really rather sad.
So what about those white boys that get with black girls and treat that black woman like a queen, but treat all his white mothers, sisters, cousins, and everything else like trash? What about those guys? Is he no longer fucking upholding this false shit that you talk about where, oh, well, he should be worshiping this because his mother and his sister? Like, this shit is so stupid. You guys gotta, like, oh my God, this shit's dumb.
Because the men that I would think would be bashing me would be the white ones. But it's actually the ones that look just like me. The betrayal.
Yo, that I got that from a pretty popular TikToker. You know what I mean? She was, she pretty lit on TikTok.
Wait.
Like,
So just before we address that,
Okay.
I'm gonna need y'all to answer the TikTok really quickly.
We gonna get into that.
But I need more detail.
Yeah,
on
what
why
do you
feel
mean?
this way? Like, so we can answer it in the best way possible.
Okay. So I would say why I personally feel this way, because I feel like the way that black men should value and appreciate black women, they don't. And I know it probably sounds like I'm playing favorites, but when it comes to us and our race, it's kind of is like we have to play favorites, because who gonna look out for us like we need to look out for us. And I feel like the way that black men treat black women is unacceptable, and I don't appreciate it. It is not just, and I feel like from that TikTok per se, a lot of people took that I was saying that personally from my experiences, but no, these is experiences from women that I know, my cousins, my friends, my people that I call my sisters, my mom, my, like may my grandmother rest in peace, like her, like these is things that I've been hearing from years and ages and generations on generations. So I feel like that is a important question that needs to be asked.
So with all these women that you're hearing this from, have they had experiences or relationships with these Asians and white men?
I wouldn't say Asians, but have they had relationships with different races?
Race.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But have I had relationships? Yeah, I done have relationships with all different type of men: Asian, white, Pakistani,
You still with
Indian, Jamaican,
And
Guyanese.
they treat you better?
Are you still with them?
When I say relationships, I wouldn't say relationships, but
That's the dancing. It should be an easy question to answer with the yes or no. If you were out here making grand sweeping statements saying X race treats you better than black men, and then you stand on your soapbox and say, oh, but I've dated Pakistani men, I've dated Chinese, all kinds of shit, then your experience should allow you to answer quickly whether or not these niggas treat you better than niggas. But what did I say in the beginning of this shit? Oh, you didn't take shit off them niggas, but the way that she's not answering the question shows me she took shit off them niggas too, and them niggas was just as shitty as the perceived black man she's talking about.
I say, like, have I encountered and had
different experiences.
Yeah.
So
So-
this is where I want to
Absolutely.
chime in and ask y'all to answer the question,
Okay.
because this is where we need to have a dialogue.
Okay.
Because you can't say you disagree if you don't have a counter argument.
We ain't say we disagree.
I disagree because
you disagree?
yeah, I do,
Talk about
because I think black women choose the wrong guys.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Nigga, you gotta stop this shit too. It's not black women. It's people. People choose the wrong partner, have a bad experience, and then level all those experiences on that particular person in the race they come from. It'd be like if niggas was dating Korean chicks all the time, and the Korean chick was throwing grits on this nigga like fucking Al Green's wife. Niggas would be like, oh my God, I can't deal with a Korean girl. She just does X, Y, and Z. Korean women just pick bad niggas. Like, no, bro. Like, a lot of people are bad at picking a partner because we rush so fast into relationships, and most of us think with our vaginas and dicks. And then we get with somebody and find out, like, the sex was probably cool, but this is a terrible person to be attached to. That's not good. That's the shit that's happening.
Stand on that.
Before I interrupt you. So do you feel like
before you interrupt me, why you
No,
interrupt me?
I didn't even mean to interrupt me, but just let me counter.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do you think that choosing the wrong guys is y'all?
No, I'm saying y'all choosing.
You can find the wrong guy.
I'm saying y'all choosing the wrong guy out of the group. That's what I'm saying.
I think y'all put certain black women put black men into a stereotypical box. Y'all always go after the ain't shit niggas. Every time a woman tell me about her ex, she tell me about him, and he got all the characteristics of a fuckboy.
Stereotype.
Yeah, he got all the characteristics of a fuckboy, and I look at y'all like, yo, y'all thought he was gonna change. Look how he is. Y'all go for the scammers, the drug dealers, the niggas.
Hold on. I done had all different type of fuckboys. I done got army fuckboys, MTA fuckboys.
She just out here admitting that she fuck with fuckboys. Don't matter that they have a fucking qualifier after. You still deal with fuckboys. Admit that you picking a fuckboys. That's your problem. Don't matter where they come from.
Motherfucking real estate fuckboys. I done had all different type of fuckboys.
What's the common denominator?
Like the common denominator is that they fuckboys.
And you
choosing them.
No.
Why you choosing them?
We never know that somebody is a fuckboy until we have the interaction.
I mean, you got to know the pattern.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
You got to.
All right, so hold on. Let me ask.
This is the lack of accountability that, at least in men, like with men, that when I talk to our homies, this is the shit that from women we see. Because, like, when niggas be like, bro, like, you knew that bitch was 30 when you picked her up from the club. She was a wild-ass bitch. She let you fuck in the bathroom. And you wondering why you burning today, bro. Like, come on. Like, take some accountability. Like, all right, niggas would be like, yeah, dog, that was wild to me. I was a little outside. Women be like, no, he should have told me that he had X, Y, and Z. Like, what are you doing? Take some accountability for this shit. The common denominator is you picking fuck niggas. You literally said this shit, but then deny this shit on the back end. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Actually, a question
hold on, friend. It's always wolves in sheep clothing.
And then I'm gonna ask
so
y'all
we're
a
not
question.
gonna do that.
All right, so let me ask y'all a question.
You're not gonna tell me that you never met a female that you thought was it and she was popping, and then we actually got to know her. You was like, oh, nah, this is trash.
This ain't it.
This is the problem with y'all because when
y'all,
I mean,
slow down, kid.
As a people,
the one that's picking the wrong man.
Okay.
Like you're saying,
yeah.
Because if I seen a woman that was giving me negative energy or stuff that I don't like, I'm willing to.
But who said negative energy?
Or what are you saying? Like
that's what you said.
No, but it's not just even if it's not if negative energy that is given.
Is toxic or whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you're referring to.
Okay.
If a man like myself, I'm cutting that woman off. A lot of men, when it comes to situations, we don't. If a woman cheat on a man, he not giving her 5-6 chances. A woman could.
We got to stop this lie too. I know a lot of niggas out here with a bird that a lot of the other homies done fucked on while y'all was together, and you know, but you still with that bitch. Let's stop the faking. I'm not letting nobody fake on this bitch. Keep it 100. I know a lot of you niggas taking your bitch back when she running these streets. That's why you telling us that she's for the streets, but she's still in your home. Stop playing. Now, this guy, per se, like, he might not be putting up with that bullshit. But just like there's a load of women that put up with niggas running the streets and cheating on them, there's a gang of niggas out here letting their bitch get fucked on, still coming home to them. Stop this bullshit trying to act like niggas do something completely different just because we want to say that we're men. We're playing the same game. There's just double standards that we either adhere to or that we feel like should be adhered to, meaning a nigga feels like he's not going to deal with a bitch if she cheats. That's the double standard. Because a nigga wants you to still deal with him if he cheats. That's the double standard a nigga wants you to adhere to, that we try and act like we adhere to. But if that nigga love that bitch, he love her dirty draws, she cheat, she do whatever she wants. Fuck out of here.
See a toxic nigga and try to give him another chance.
How many women try to change a man?
But listen, can I ask y'all to answer the question without trying to blame it on the person? Because let's say
I still kind of hear y'all trying to blame women like it's our fault.
Let her get her question out.
Wait, answer the question.
I understand what you try to say in terms of you meet people where you're at. Always.
You gotta
forever.
hold yourself accountable.
Always.
That's a fact.
Always.
But when you healing, you're still gonna meet people that challenge that part of you. So can we talk about that, especially from a black man's perspective? Because I would love to hear it.
Yeah, but
because I think that's what she was trying to speak to more than I'm choosing or I'm attracting somebody based on the things I'm still battling.
Yeah,
and
but
that's what we really talking about.
We can't talk about, because I know black men that treat black women like queens. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Me too.
I understand that.
Me too.
Let me get this off real quick. So I hate when women put that umbrella, because you kind of paint all men, just like when y'all say black women don't feel protected. I know plenty of black men that protect black women, but they're not talking about that. You get what I'm saying? They're going to talk about the negative. So what you're saying is, do other ethnicities or whatever the case is, most black women have never really dated outside their race. They going off of what they seen on TV. I never dated no Asian man, no Pakistan. You have,
I actually
right?
have.
But most black women haven't. They see what they see on TV, and they assume that. I had a black girl tell me, and I said this on the show, I had a black girl tell me that white men are more romantic. I said, you ever dated one? No, they just are. So y'all have a certain stereotype for white men. This is why you see Serena Williams and all these other black women with the lamest white niggas. But y'all would...
Nah, I'm not gonna let you come for Serena's nigga like that. Serena's nigga slid up on her ass and put in some heavy work and had $1 billion in the bank. It's a lot different than just fucking with some random weird white nigga who makes her feel like she's seen as a black woman. It's really different, my nigga. Like, the examples you reach for, they need to be accurate, especially if you just talk about like a situation like that, because like, especially an interracial relationship of somebody of that caliber, like, it's deeper than just, oh, she just fucked with a weirdo white nigga. Like, you don't even know that nigga. Man, that nigga run the internet. You better stop it.
I would never tolerate those lame qualities in a black man.
Can I ask you a question? What makes them lame?
The stuff, they not as masculine. They don't have much of a backbone. These white niggas don't got no backbone. They be letting black women run all over them.
But how do you
But
know?
let me bring it back though.
No,
let me bring it back, because when they talk about white women,
but how do you know?
But have you ever heard?
But how do you know?
Have you ever heard?
All my white homies that are with black women are, I'm not gonna say they're submissive, but they are more amicable to the dynamic of the sternness that you may receive from a black woman. But I first see that is, shit, a black woman's gonna tell you what the fuck she want. Straight up. Most fucking other races that I've dealt with, like, we might dance around that shit. We might dance around it. Some of them are gonna be like, yeah, nigga, it's XYZ. But like, a black woman be like, nigga, it's Tuesday. That's what the fuck it is. You better fucking realize what date it is.
Black men say that they feel treated better by other ethnic groups of women?
Yes.
So wait.
Okay, so
I hear all the time that black men feel as if Latino women will
or white
treat
women
them better.
even, they more submissive.
I've
let
heard
me just
white women
ask
as
you.
well. I haven't heard too much about Asian, but I've definitely heard that black and I heard white.
This is again, I'm sorry I keep stopping, but I gotta challenge this shit these people are saying. You hear these things about white women or Spanish women being more submissive, or that they'll do X, Y, Z for their nigga, because they come from a culture of that. They come from the Hispanic side where the woman does X, Y, Z. She's the homemaker. She's fucking cooking, doing all this shit for her nigga. So do the Asian women. So do some of the white women. In the black culture, that's not where we come from. Even if you look back in Africa, there's certain parts of fucking Africa that shit's ran by a woman. We come from almost a society of where equality is the mainstay. All that fucking other shit where they do the genital mutilation in Africa and all that other shit, that's like the minority group of the fucking whole. The main whole is normally a black woman is either same level or right behind or above her nigga. It's vice versa, but we're always working the same pedestal. It's other cultures that have had this system of what we now consider a traditional family, of where the woman is subservient, the nigga gets the money, he gets to make the calls. That's why niggas look at other relationships with other races and be like, oh, well, it's a lot easier over there. Yeah, bro, she was brought up like that. Your black woman was brought up to what? To help run a fucking household, not to maintain one. You want a fit bitch that maintains a household. I need a bitch that's gonna run my household, because I need somebody that's gonna make this shit go with me. So, hey, if you want some bitches to just ride in the backseat with you, cool. But, like, you gotta know more. You just talking. Like, shit.
white women is more freaky. I won't say more submissive, but I
Oh,
have heard
submissive. That's
that
what they
Latino
say.
woman is more
That's
submissive.
that they gonna naturally
they're-
submit to me. So let me flip this. Right? Because it's the same thing you saying about women. I can ask men the same thing. Have you ever been with that white woman that you're saying is going to easily submit
Of
to you?
course.
Been
Have you
all
ever been with
around the
Asian?
world
Have
down
you
there.
ever
Yeah,
been
yeah,
with
yeah.
Latino?
Ask
Absolutely.
black women that's standing to you
One
that
mic,
had
one
that
mic, y'all, one
experience.
mic, one mic, one mic,
Right?
one
Let
mic.
me answer you. A black man like myself, I'm not praising no white woman or no Asian woman. I'm only looking for a black woman.
But who
My
was
black
saying she
woman
was
that-
praising?
Can you niggas answer the question? She asked you if you've dated outside your race, essentially. If you've not fucked enough bitches outside of black women, you don't even have the frame of reference. You just tried to take from this black girl or she's not her, other black women saying that fucking, well, they see that shit on TV. They don't really have experiences dating outside their race. So you over here saying, well, I'm only looking for a black girl. That's cool, my nigga. Have you fucked anything that is not a black girl? Because then that would give you more ability to speak with some fucking understanding, not just like you doing about the girls. Nigga, you talking like you just seen this shit on TV. You a third party participant. You don't actually have no fucking hands-on experience in this.
But do you think that that TikTok? Oh, okay, because I wasn't praising.
We got compared to
Definitely
what
a
white man,
comparison.
and
Definitely a comparison.
And in that comparison,
Okay.
we got the shitty end of the stick because we were being defamed in the same situation of saying, "Oh, they're better than us in this category."
Mm-hmm.
But then you have to understand, I am going off of I'm not even history. I am going off the backlash that I am getting off TikTok.
Yeah.
When I go to
Your echo chamber.
when I go in my comments and I see the people that's bashing me and coming at me like,
You don't think black women
and I
bash
go
us?
to their comments, it's black men.
We gonna-
Every
But aren't you-
single
but aren't
time.
you talking
If I
about
go to
black
my block list to all the black men that I have.
I feel she's far more intelligent than to believe that the avatar that you see on the fucking internet is the person that you're speaking to. She cannot be this obtuse that she assumes that within the echo chamber that she's created in her own post and in the comment section she wants them to now go look in, that, oh, well, it's only black men saying this shit. Like, not every nigga running these accounts is a black guy. Like, what the fuck is... Oh, my God. This motherfucker been on the internet too long.
Last week off of my post.
So,
It's
But aren't you talking about black men?
even this. So if I
But when I first started this,
The
when I first started my post, the first post that started so much controversy was women. What a woman wears doesn't make her a hoe. What a woman posts on social media doesn't make her a hoe. If she twerks or whatever doesn't make her a hoe. That was my first post that started so much controversy. And with the most men that came at me was the black men.
You know why? You know why?
Because white
You know
niggas
why?
can be
No,
too scared to
it's
talk
not
to you.
But do you know why? though?
Asian
You know why,
niggas is
though?
gonna be talking to you.
The people that date black women the most, what you are, is black men. So that's the men
not
that's
showing
gonna
your feet to
respond
white
to
men.
what you're saying.
But
Exactly.
You think white men that
It's only black people that feel comfortable enough to hop in a racially charged discussion and participate in that shit. You don't see no Asian niggas unless they're the outliers that hop in the conversation and be like, oh no, these black men do X, Y, and Z, or white women do X, Y, and Z. Like, that doesn't happen. It's only white niggas that want to play that semi-racist card and black people that hop in race debates and then fucking have the comfortability of having a conversation. Most people just let that shit lie. So you have a bunch of Asians and everybody else watching your shit. They're not hopping in your comment section. And like he said, most people you date are black. It's gonna be black men that hop in the fucking comments and talk.
that they child at a 5% clip is gonna comment on your video?
But why come at me negatively?
Look,
why not be like, yo, whoopty woo, booty booty
But
woo?
that's
Why be like, oh no,
that's the
you're
internet, man.
uneducated
That's the
and
internet.
nobody's gonna love you and your mother didn't raise you right? Like,
That's
whoa,
wild
what
as
the
fuck.
hell is going on?
What you expect
Whoa,
from the internet?
King?
What you expect from the internet?
I wasn't. No, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I'm gonna be 100%.
Talk to us.
That's what we
When
want.
I posted that video,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, let me say this.
Yeah.
That video is a crop video.
Mm.
It is like a whole minute and a half more to that video. No funny shit.
Okay.
But I decided to shorten it for TikTok because I felt like I made that point in that thing. So it's like, imagine if I would have posted the other minute and a half in that video.
So tell us what's
They
in
would
the
have went crazy.
So tell us what's in the other minute. And
I don't even remember. I would have to pull up my phone to see.
I have a question.
But I was going crazy.
Even in that same aspect, right? Let's say, you know, we have a big platform as well, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
if we used our voice to
Love
praise women of other ethnicities and race, and we said, you know, oh man, I need me a white woman today.
White woman treat
because
us so
she
much
treat me
better.
so much better. You don't think black women would feel offended?
They are, because black women
Black
in our comments
women,
all the time.
black
bashing us.
women will feel offended, but
And who-
personally, if I was to watch that and you was to say that, I would feel like, okay, clearly there's a reason behind that. So I'm not gonna bash you, King.
That
I'm gonna
leads
try to
us to our
realize.
next
I'm gonna
topic.
try to realize, like, yo, why do you feel like this?
I
What
think
happened?
it-
I'm not gonna be like, oh
but
no, no,
this is the flaw.
you feel
though.
like this
You're-
because
the only,
da 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 da.
the only part you're not getting is if you want to check black men, you got to say, hey, black men, you have to stop doing this. Black men are
But I don't even want to say I
You
want to check
compared
y'all.
us to
I
another
want to
group,
figure out what's wrong.
See?
but not.
Why
not
is
by-
it
but
like
not-
this?
not by-
Attack, you can't
Not
attack
a
us.
check.
You call black. I'm not saying.
So did I not
But
address
I'ma
it the
just say
proper
a
way?
statement.
Because I don't want to attack
Because I
y'all.
also think where this is coming from is black women are not comfortable when you be like, women, you need to do this. I don't like that shit. Don't tell me
But we
what the
supposed to
fuck I need to do as a woman, when it's like
I'll take
you're
it
not
for
a
that.
woman. So it's like I understand.
You don't like that. But this entire conversation is damn near built on what black men or men need to do and what a man should be doing. Like, there has to be a two-way street. You can't want to be able to tell me what I should be or what you believe I should be as a man if I can't tell you as a woman what I think I need you to be as a woman. Doesn't matter if I don't fucking have a vagina and a pair of titties. This is what the fuck I think a woman should be doing. It's X, Y, and Z. Just like you tell me you think a nigga should provide and do all these other things. If I'm a man. Don't I get to say, oh, well, no, I don't think a nigga should provide. I think a nigga should just walk the fuck off. Depraved indifference. Shouldn't even fucking matter to a nigga. Oh, but you feel like as a woman, that's what a man should do. So, well, now what? Exactly. There has to be that two-way street of me being willing that, okay, if that's what you think a man should do, I should have a willingness to want to provide that for you. It's like you have to have a willingness to, oh, okay, that's what you think a woman should do. Well, let me do that for you. There's no reciprocity. There's all this like grandstanding and like, oh, well, it's my way or the highway. It's like, that's cute when we in high school and in college. But if you really want to have a relationship that works, motherfucker, there's going to have to be some two-way street shit. It has to be. And I'm not good at this shit. I'm telling you, I'm my way or the highway ass motherfucker currently. But I understand the difference.
Y'all tell us what a real man is all the time.
I understand that.
No,
but
I
I'm telling
don't-
you
I
how I want to
don't.
be treated.
I don't.
I'm telling you what I
So
want
men
from
can't
you.
do
I'm
Listen,
telling you.
but you telling me
yes.
what I need to do as a woman. That's
can.
different.
No,
What
hold
men-
on.
It feels different.
Maybe we have different views.
Yo.
Because you can't tell me how you want
Yeah, when my nigga looked at the camera, swear I was in the room with the nigga.
to be treated. I want you to tell me how you want to be treated.
But don't
because
tell me
I
what to do.
am 100% gonna.
It's different. I'm
Hold
not gonna
on,
tell you what to
okay.
do.
I'm gonna let you say what you want to say. No,
No,
continue.
say what you're saying.
Because I think we have
I'm
different
done
views
now.
on this. So I'm gonna let you continue. Speak, baby.
I feel like I'm not gonna tell you, King, you should do this. I'm gonna say I want this.
Mm-hmm.
You decide whether you're gonna rise to that occasion or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's different. You can't tell me as a woman what I should do. Yeah, it feels different.
So you don't think that women's out here?
She's not doing the shit I said earlier. She wants to play to the double standard, but she doesn't understand that or doesn't want to own it. Double standard is this. Nigga, I want to tell you some shit, and when you tell me some shit, it either need to be worded differently, or you need to understand that when you telling me something as a woman, I'm going to feel a way about it. I just don't like that shit. Well, that's cool, but that's a double standard because that's some bullshit. Because you want to be able to tell me some shit without me telling you some shit. It don't work like that. We're fucking adults, and I'm not your fucking pet or your fucking child. You're going to have to hear my mouth. That's just what it is.
Telling men what they should do.
yeah.
So
So
what's
why
the
is that
difference?
And a man have to meet those standards.
yeah,
so
a man
y'all
have to
willing
meet their-
his ass.
And as a woman, I had to meet those standards. That's why I'm trying to give you standards now. I had to rise
But
to
you
a
got-
certain occasion.
You got to be willing to take what I'm asking from
It's
you,
even.
as well as
It's
Yeah.
It's
But-
why would I be wanting
but
to
I
ask
feel
you
like
for
the
something?
argument is women feel like they do.
Women,
do what?
women what?
They feel like they rise to that. They
And
feel like they
black men
rise
are
to what you
saying they don't.
ask.
And black
Yeah,
and black men are saying they
Yo,
don't.
Clearly,
but you know, all right. So this is
Hold on.
this is the
Well,
problem.
why you
This-
feel like they? Why
I'm
black
not
men
saying-
saying they don't?
Hold on, real
Let keep
quick.
going.
This
Get
this
you.
is the
This
problem,
is the real
right?
conversation
This
we
is the
don't
problem.
have. Talk about it.
But just because you feel like you rise to a certain standard doesn't mean that the party that you want feels like you're at that standard.
But you don't tell me
so
what
slow
you
down.
want.
Slow down. So as a
You
black,
tell me what you.
So the thing that nobody in this room is gonna say, women in general, this isn't black men, none of that shit. It's just women and men in general. Women now live in a society where they get their own money, they get to live their own lives. That's exactly how the fuck it should be. However, a lot of men are taught that women making money or having their own lives is something that should either end or be monitored or conducted with the agreements of their man once they're at a certain place in a relationship. So that's why when a lot of women be like, oh, well, I make my own money, I got my own career, I got a fucking car, I got my own land. Niggas do not care. Do you have vagina and breast? Good face. Cool. Now the rest of us who don't actually think just on those terms, yeah, these cars and all these things work. But when a nigga says he wants a woman to do a certain thing or bring something to the table, it's a motherfucking recipe book. It's a goddamn homemaking fucking guide. Like, motherfucker, we want to know you know how to do the other things because we don't give a fuck because we're already out here having to make money, get cars, buy land. So you coming in with all these things, it's cute. You have your shit. That's fine. But a nigga was already trained to have these shits without you. So you saying you bring that shit to the table only makes sense to a nigga who understands that having a partner who can do as much as you can or is doing more, and that could be an asset, will never give a fuck. And that's a majority of them. Even the niggas who understand that shit really don't care because in our heart of hearts, I still would rather pay for everything and you still fucking have your own money than for you to have to kick in. But if you have to kick in, cool, that's beautiful, you can. But if you never have to spend a dime and the nigga's always up, that's what a nigga would still rather prefer to do in all facets of life. So when women are, oh, I got this, who cares? Who cares? Do you know how to be feminine? Do you know how to make me feel safe? Do you know how to make me feel like I can open up? Are these the things that you can do for me? Can you fucking cook? These things matter. Like, they really fucking do. But because you feel like you got a job and a career, oh, well, all that shit don't matter. But these are the things niggas say they want. But you say that these are the things that are on the table. You see how they're not matching up? And this is the problem.
You think I should hear? You don't tell me what you want.
Tranquilo, mami, ahora.
Men has been.
So let me ask you a question.
That tranquilo gonna come back to bite her.
As a black man, and I'm gonna
Tell me
ask
what you
all
want.
y'all this, and I want all y'all to give me your answer. As a black man, what do you feel like you want from a black woman, or what do you feel like you would need from a black woman?
Because white men.
Let's
I'm not talking about no other race. I'm talking about a black woman.
yeah, less combativeness, less masculine energy,
Okay.
more peace.
Okay.
This nigga talking in catchphrases, my nigga. Say something with substance.
That that's basically what I want.
Okay. So
I'm gonna go
Counteract.
with what he said.
Piggyback,
What he
okay.
said, but also stop. Okay, so I feel like women get comfortable once they got a man. They don't have to remain beautiful or like make them
Keep it up?
themselves up.
Upkeep.
So I feel like maintain your beauty
okay.
as well as like physically fit. Comb your goddamn hair.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
and all that shit. But pretty much what Keem's saying. Like
Okay.
I would say that
Eli.
obviously I'm gonna piggyback, but I'm gonna say loyalty, support.
Absolutely.
Like I said, that combativeness. Men been saying, yo, we tired of that. We
Mhm.
tired of hearing like I'm in my masculine. Men are tired of hearing that, bro. I keep saying
But
that.
what do
You
y'all?
want to talk about
we want
that
more
well.
we want more feminine women, you know what I mean? Submissive, y'all think that's such an evil word, and y'all think y'all equate submissiveness. Let me
Right.
hold on. Let me get this
Hush.
off. Y'all equate submissiveness
Hush.
with slavery and shit. That's not what that is. You know what I mean? That's like I said, somebody that's physically fit, you know what I mean? Because we guys are visual. I don't know if I said loyalty, respect,
that.
you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
these are things that we want in our women,
and
and
understanding
So
and
understanding.
communicating.
Yeah.
Can I just ask y'all real quick?
Wait, hold
Can
on,
you
friend.
describe
Because I
what
have so much.
femininity means?
Wait, hold on, because I have a major
you?
question.
Mm.
So okay, so you said submissive. So many men
At everything
break
I
that
said.
down.
want
Just
us.
ask
No,
the
because
question.
I agree.
Ask
Because
the
everything
question,
else
though.
was in agreement. That's why I'm only gonna comment on the thing that I feel like I need to is like a little posty mark. Okay.
Okay.
So you said submissiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like and I'm not talking about you. I feel like so many men want women to submit, but what are we submitting to? And when I say that, nowadays, men don't know how to fix a tire. They don't know how to build a cabinet. They don't know how to build a shelf.
Wait.
They don't know how to fix a toilet. They don't know how to
Take a
paint a
step back.
house. Hold on. They don't know how to do anything. They don't know. Most men nowadays don't even want to work because they scamming. Or they want to.
That's
That-
a job.
So it's like, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not talking about y'all. Not,
It's
I'm just,
conversation,
yeah, exactly. You feel
Yeah.
me? So it's just like, men want us to submit, but it's like, at the end of the day, what are we submitting to? You're not making me feel comfortable. You're not making me feel secure. You're not making me feel like, okay, this man, like, I don't feel like, okay, if I put my ducks in a row and I submit to this man, I'm going to be good.
Can I ask a question?
So just
What
to
are we
add on,
submitting to?
please.
Please, baby,
question?
please
Chime
ask
in.
a question.
Clearly these men do exist, though. They do.
Absolutely.
They do walk the earth. So my
I'm not
que-
saying that they
So
don't.
my question to you is,
hold on, keep
why
on.
do you feel like you do not attract these men? Because they're clearly.
I do it, no, but that's
Hey.
the thing. And that's what I feel like the thing that my TikTok suggests is that these is the men that I don't attract. I'm not, when I talk on it's certain things that I talk personally, but a lot of things I'm talking in general.
That don't
A lot
compare
of people
to
was feeling like I'm saying that Black men don't respect me and they don't submit to me and they not.
So it's not
No,
your
like
experience.
the Black
Talk about your
men,
experience.
majority of the Black men that I have had in my life, like, of course, nobody is perfect. Of course, I done have my ups, I done have
Fuck
my
boys a
downs.
jar.
Absolutely. But I didn't have my Black men that is absolutely great to me.
Beautiful.
So when I speak, I'm not speaking on all Black men. And I think that's why I'm getting such Black backlash. Because they feel like I'm speaking all Black men is like this and all Black men whoop-de-whoop. No. I got some beautiful Black kings in my corner that I know that I can call and they'll be like, yo, whoop-de-woo, I got you, girl, you good. Or yo, what you need? Or yo, I got you.
But do you think that you'll articulate that? That you're
I
not
feel
speaking
like-
about all
Right.
Black men?
I feel like I don't articulate that I'm not speaking on all and I'm not speaking on me.
Right.
Because that's why I feel like I get the
I'm
backlash.
not gonna
Because
lie,
majority of my comments is, oh, well, you're not picking the right ones and
Right,
you're
right,
not doing the right thing and you're not. But baby, I'm not speaking on me.
Right.
Me and my niggas is good.
Okay.
Excuse my language, but we good.
Yeah, but
All
a lot
of
of
them?
times,
Speaking to
All
the
of them.
audience.
a lot of times in your
All-
content,
All of them.
it does sound like you're antagonizing Black men because when you say words like, "Oh, these unstable creatures,"
I do call y'all
Right?
unstable creatures.
that's like how you expect Black men.
because I do feel like y'all
You can't be mad at her for flipping some shit that we used to call them. Like, come on, my nigga. Men have been calling women unstable creatures for time. Now you want to have your panties in a bunch because you get called that shit too. Like, nigga, you a man. You probably one of them niggas to be upset if you got called a hoe.
unstable
But look-
creatures because every time I post a video and y'all in my comments crashing at me, y'all give every
you be
much of unstable
antagonizing
creatures.
them.
And hold
But
on,
see-
but let's fall back to where unstable creatures even started. Unstable creatures started at Baby Boy, where
Jody?
light skin, no, not Jody, his friend, light skin, he said, I'm not gonna call them inches, but I'm gonna call them unstable creatures. So that originally started from a Black man calling women unstable creatures.
It did not. It started much earlier or further back than that. That's a phrase from that movie, yes, but no, it did not start with fucking Baby Boy. That's where you remember it from, though.
I just but men was also, I know men that call women that as well. I
But I
just
think-
flipped it.
It also
Nah,
plays off
I'm
the
flipping the
stereotype.
motive. And I
Because
hold
the real
on. I feel
conversation-
like men don't like when women flip it.
We gonna have
And I feel like y'all don't
Niggas be
like that.
upset.
And that's
Niggas
what
be
makes
upset.
it heat. Because y'all can come with all the heat. And when a woman come with a little heat and caliente, y'all don't like that.
You don't understand that women been bringing heat from the beginning.
We
of time. Y'all been
haven't.
Y'all have. Y'all been
nagging
having
the shit
daytime
of us.
television shows shitting on Black men.
Nagging and heat is
That's a
two
crazy
different
word.
things.
Oprah has made a living off of bashing Black men. Daytime
Bash-
television made a living off of.
This fucking narrative that Oprah just made her fucking money just off of bashing Black niggas. Like, there aren't 364 other days in the year. You niggas are dumb and you're just fucking parrots when you say this shit. Has she done things to disparage and tear down very particular black men's characters and careers? Yes. But the bitch isn't famous for that. She's famous for what? You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Her fucking cookbooks, thousands of other things. But because she has such power due to those things, when she did this shit against black men, it really sticks out because she's a black woman. But you then try and act like she's the only person doing that shit. Why you not talking about Wendy Williams? Wendy Williams is more of a fucking detriment to what black men have to deal with than fucking Oprah Winfrey tearing down one very prominent black guy that you fucking like. You niggas don't take no time to just not listen to other shit that just, again, you like old girl in the comment section. You niggas echo chambers. Fucking parrots. Saying shit everybody else is saying. I could turn on anybody else's shit and somebody else is going to say some shit about, oh, Oprah tears down black men. Yeah, but think more. Add more context. You only want to strip away and cherry pick that without acting like, oh, well, she didn't also have this fucking show that she funded on her own network called Ayanna Fix My Life. Where what happened? She helped black men try and fix their families. Like, but oh no, we're not gonna talk about that part. We're just gonna talk about the 3 to 5 black men that she tore down that we fuck with because they was our niggas. We're not gonna talk about when she had Dave Chappelle on there and he was talking that real shit that niggas fuck with. We don't cover that shit. Like, you niggas, boy.
Bashing
That's
black,
so
Tyler
funny.
Perry made movies bashing
that's so
black
funny
men.
that you say Oprah because I was just watching Everybody Hates Chris. In the first episode, and that's so funny that you say Oprah, and that's so funny that I was watching the first episode of Everybody Hates Chris. In the first episodes of Oprah was how black men could cater to their women. So Oprah was up there.
Wasn't watching it, so she had to switch up
Oprah
and
was
bash
up
black
there
men.
saying that, oh,
You see how my nigga moved the goalpost? That, oh, the niggas wasn't watching it. You see, she had to change it so she'd get more viewership. Now it's that she had to do something else to get more viewership. You see how it changes? Like, my nigga, stand on it. You said something, and your statement was a blanket statement that ended up not being true. There's more context that you leave out, but you only want to focus on one part of it.
Chris. In the first episodes of Oprah was how black men could cater to their women. So Oprah was up there.
Wasn't watching it, so she had to switch up
Oprah
and
was
bash
up
black
there
men.
saying that, oh, you know, give your woman flowers, do this, do this,
And the
do that,
ratings
do that.
was high.
She wasn't. Oprah's ratings was always high. That's why she's fucking Oprah.
No,
This nigga does not know shit. Talk about Oprah's ratings was not high. This nigga is just willing to die on this hill, just talking out his ass.
it was high because she
So-
started bashing black
So
men.
can I
Nah,
just bring
Oprah
attention
has
to
always been
when we
Oprah.
talk shit about each other as genders, we both get ratings? Black women and black men? Can I just
Controversy
talk about
is
that?
always going to create ratings.
So let's just act.
It's a
let's just-
whitewash.
I wish they would let old girl with the blonde hair talk more. Cause excuse me, the light skinned female with the blonde hair with the finger waves. Cause she plays a good devil's advocate, but she's not gonna be able to really get her shit off. But she seems to have the most midline fucking perception of things. Like, she's got a way to feel about some shit, but it's not too crazy, and she can articulate it well.
Not
Sister,
act like we
when
don't
we
know
go
we
against
were
each
divided
other-
and conquered a long time ago. Let's just stop acting like we
That's
didn't
right.
know.
I
That's
do
why
want
they gonna
to. I
put
want.
you
I
on
want
big
to. I want to get on
dogs.
that topic because
What? Wait.
Big
What?
Dad, whoa.
That's the fuck
Why you
right.
brought up? Why you brought up Everybody Hates Chris though? I didn't.
No, because of he said Oprah, and I remember the first episodes of Oprah. She was speaking on how black men, how they could make their relationship better, and how they could kind of cater to their women. And she was basically
And that
saying,
show-
bring your woman flowers, check on her at work, do this, do that.
That
She
show-
was trying to give a little helping hand to how you can, basically make your woman's day better.
But let's also talk about that.
That's why I
show,
brought that up. It was
how
just
that
only
show
it was only an
dictates
example.
Okay.
and also shows the example of us coming together.
no, that and that's
No
what.
matter how divided we was. Go ahead.
That's what I want to get to because I always say this. The black family was the strongest back in the 60s when we had marriage.
Very strong.
This gender war that's going on where black women are bashing black men and black men are doing the same thing, that's not doing nothing. And when we go out and promote that other races
I'ma
are going
let
to
it
treat
lie.
us better, you know what I mean? When you say black men and the stats show it, black men do date outside their race. Not the most, because that would be Asian women. They date outside their race. But they do date outside. So instead of black women just being like, well, y'all don't love y'all mothers, why don't y'all sit down and have the conversation of, hey, why do y'all want to date? What makes y'all want to date outside your race more?
So what
You know,
makes you want
but
to date outside?
I don't
your
date
race?
outside my race. But
But
I'm
can
saying
we
clearly.
Do you
also
date
bring up-
outside your race?
Never.
But can we
date-
also
Never?
bring up
Never?
Never in my life.
Never in your life?
Can we also
Have
bring
you
up
ever
the
dated
fact
outside
that
the race?
I have.
this is
You
what
have?
attracted you to her though? But this is the
These are terrible people to have this conversation with no experience outside of the fucking culture that you exist in. You want to have statements and conversations either with a person who says she has had experiences outside of her own culture, and then the rest of you people who essentially you're just reading shit on the fucking internet and third-party passengers. You're fucking vicariously living through other people than making statements on this shit. You don't even have any fucking experience on it. And while I'm at it, no, the black family was not the strongest in the fucking 60s. It's clearly the 20s to the fucking 40s was when the black family was fucking the strongest. Maybe up until the 50s. At the 60s when the shit starts to fucking taper off. Like, so what the fuck, bro? Like, do you not know when Black Wall Street was started, bro? Like, how the fuck do you say shit like that? We're doing Black Wall Street. Oh my fucking God.
type of content that brought you to her page. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah. But I wanted,
Do you feel
I wanted
like-
to have the
let's talk
conversation.
about-
That's why I brung her, because I wanted to. Because when she says things, that's just like we get women.
But that clip that
That's
you
a
just
part of
brought up was from
accountability.
today.
Yeah, that was it.
So from today, what is the clip that made you? Because that was literally
Because
from today. I
as
literally
a
posted
black
that
man, when
before I went
hear-
to work.
What I'm gonna tell you, as a black man, when I hear black women say these type of rhetoric,
So what made you? What?
I'm trying to get to that.
But what is the no? I want to know what is the specific rhetoric? Because like I said, that video that just came up, that was today. So there was
I know.
something before today that made you be like, "Yo, whoopty whoopty whoop."
Well, I just seen it, and when black women say things like that, oh well, white men treat us better, or Indian people.
No, listen to me. I just said that today.
No,
You
don't
asked
matter
me
when
to
you
come.
say it.
No, you asked me to come on the podcast before today. So what is the subject that caught you that made you be like,
When
"Yo,
you said
come"?
white men, when I seen that post, regardless of the topics we had,
Just answer her question. It's very simple. You talked about blue stars on a Wednesday, thought you'd be good for the show. Then you show up today and I see this shit. I don't give a fuck about those blue stars. I want to talk about this post now. Answer the question. It's very simple. What are you doing? Like, do these niggas not know how to answer questions? What the fuck is going on? All this talking.
I said, you know what, we need to talk about that because I don't like that rhetoric coming from black men or women.
I don't think you understand my question.
She's asking you, when you looked at her page,
Mhm.
what made you say
Automatically.
we need to have her on the show? That's-
Because I just said that with the black and whatever other race. I just said
Yeah.
that today.
So what other topic?
I was
she had
already
on her
coming
page?
here today.
Yeah.
So what made you want me to come here before that topic today?
But
That's my question,
we-
baby. That's
we-
it.
Yeah,
we
just want vocal people.
Well, yeah,
opinion
no,
in
saying, it's not a specific topic
Yeah.
that you had on your page. It's just that you're vocal.
You had,
like that.
you had multiple
Yeah.
posts
Yeah.
with
Oh.
being
Yeah.
vocal.
It's not,
and
it's not,
also,
it's not that you know what I mean.
and you
Okay.
seem to be frustrated with the black men in your comments. So
Yeah.
I said, you know what, this will be a good platform to have these type of conversations
frustrated.
and try to
What-
come with some type of solutions.
Exactly.
So I do want to get to the next topic real quick. Obviously, I just mentioned about, I feel like black men are starting to feel like black women can openly criticize, bash. I even heard black women say they hate black men, right?
Mhm.
But the minute a black man says anything critical about black women, y'all automatically go to he hates his mother, he hates his sister. So my question is, why is it okay that black women can clearly just go? I've seen black women say some of the heinous things like, we need to abort black male babies. I got videos of black women saying that. You get
Why are we? I just hate the fact, just within the black community, maybe like in America, I can only speak because I don't know about in other countries, but since I have a more international audience, I'm not going to speak for everybody. But in America, it just seems like black people want to hyper focus on the issues in the black community, which is perfectly fine, but then act like that hyper focus on us, but don't cast that same hyper focus on everybody else. And I'm like, that's the whole reason it looks so bad when they look at us, is because everybody hyper focuses on us, and then we hyper focus on us too, and then everybody's hyper focused on us, and now it looks really fucking bad, whatever the fuck we do. Instead of being like, oh, well, actually, statistics say, oh, white people die as much as or more often by other white people, just like what happens in the black community. But they call that what? Black on black crime, because it's what? It's a buzzword that makes you fucking have a distancing from the actual situation. So this shit is just dumb as fuck. Like, ugh. This is dumb. It's dumb. It's not just fucking black women that just openly say wild shit to black men. Asian women say wild shit to Asian men. White women have said some of the most heinous things to white men, like written down in history. We'll just use that. Fucking Marie Antoinette of France is a wild white woman who been saying crazy shit. Elizabeth, like the third, and talk mad shit about white men. Shit, there's white women today that have said abort white male babies. What are we talking about? Why do you act like it's only black women? And then why do we do this? I just don't get it.
You know what I'm saying? So why is that rhetoric okay? But the minute a man says, you know what, I want my woman to be X, Y, and Z, he hates his mother. Why don't we keep the same energy?
The abort black babies is crazy. Let me just say that.
That's not okay.
Absolutely crazy. But what I will say is that, first of all, black men have been bashing black women from always. Like,
but that's how black men feel about black women.
But no.
Wait, what do you mean always though? Like
from
who was
from
black?
the beginning of
Who was bashing black women?
I'm not gonna. I can't pick up the first black man that always
I'm not saying-
bashed a black woman.
I'm not saying the
Can't
first.
compare it to the
Absolutely.
music
I'm not
that
saying-
we all
But
chanting.
Wait, hold on.
But even
Wait, hold on.
we could even
Hold
bring
on.
it back to the music, even still.
Hold
But
on. When
I
you say-
wasn't-
when you say from the beginning, obviously you're not gonna go from Jesus Christ or whatever. I'm just saying
Absolutely not
when you
Jesus
picked
Christ.
when did you pick it up that
Why not? There was fucking Middle Eastern men bashing a Middle Eastern woman until Jesus showed up and let that bitch anoint his feet, and then they was like, oh, he fuck with the hoes? Yeah, just like Bill Gluckman, Jesus is down with the bitches and hoes. Why do you niggas just, you guys just don't know how to do this shit. It don't make no sense. Motherfuckers don't know shit and just be letting people talk.
black men is bashing black women?
Oh, this shit is ridiculous.
That's a vague statement.
From the beginning,
is-
that's
it is a very
Yeah.
vague statement because it's not like I could pick up the first
I'm not
moment.
asking for that.
No.
I'm asking
But
your
I
experience.
could
At any
say
point.
from
Your experience.
I would just say from over time and just seeing.
Because I want to bring up when black men got the right to vote before black women, and when that already started.
So
a certain
y'all, we're
divide.
And we got the vote before white women too. What the fuck is wrong with you? Women couldn't do shit before black men could do anything in this country. That's how it fucking worked. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you said that shit like that shit had weight. Like, and I want to bring up that black men got the vote before white women or black women. Like, motherfucker, no woman could vote when my motherfucking ancestors could vote. And no fucking woman with a vagina could vote in America. That was the system. You come from a fucking place of suffragettes. You're fucking in New York talking this shit. What is going on in the fucking New York public school systems? What is going on? America's, oh my God, these niggas.
Enemy on that?
No.
Okay.
We both was.
You're not my enemy.
No.
You're not my enemy. That's
My
not
whole
what
thing
I'm
is
saying.
we together.
Okay.
That's not what I'm
What
saying.
point are
I'm
you
trying
trying
to
to
bring my point up
Okay,
to
let-
further
let-
how
let-
divide and conquer
My apologies.
Okay.
began to bring us apart.
It was before
First
that.
of all, that shit
It
has
was
nothing to
before
do
that.
with us, but we made it our shit because that's as black people, that's what we do. We make it ours.
Mm.
So that's first what we got to understand in this conversation because that's part of what's going on. I'm making this mine because as a woman, I got to fight for this. Certain rights I got, y'all don't have to worry about. And certain
I would
rights
say
y'all
women got
have,
more rights than men today in today's
certain rights
society.
y'all have, I don't have to worry about. And I could say that too, but because I birthed a black man, I may feel more pride towards it that I can't really explain to you in a way that you can relate to because we different genders.
Yeah.
That's
So-
natural.
You don't have kids, but because I birthed
So
a
real
black
quick,
man.
when you say the things you say about certain black men, why can't our rebuttal be, well, you must hate your father, you must hate your brother, you
can.
You got a son, you got kids, you got a son, do you hate your son? Like,
First of
why
all,
is that not
don't-
all rhetoric? No,
don't
I'm not
ever-
saying that. I'm not saying that.
No, but please don't ever.
This shit's
Don't
stupid.
ever.
I
Don't
apologize.
ever.
But why?
Ever.
What I'm trying to say is,
Not my son.
why?
That's not what he was saying.
Yeah, what
But
I'm
I
trying
know,
to
but don't ever.
She's a shining example of the point he's trying to make, but this is the thing that niggas is just not doing. You want to say that wild ass shit, stand on it. Just like she's standing on that shit telling you a fuck ass nigga, cussing you out all in your face. She's standing on that shit. So stand on your shit. You can retort with, oh, you must hate your daddy. You must have daddy issues. You can. But niggas be too scared. You not willing to actually say that shit. You not willing to stand on that shit. Stand on that shit. You can do these things. You niggas want to be like, oh, I'm not gonna be arguing with no female. Well then, nigga, just shut the fuck up then. Don't fucking stand on nothing. Let a motherfucker talk to you crazy. Otherwise, you gonna have to argue with a person. You have to stand on that shit. You hear some shit that's crazy, say some crazy shit back. Or say some shit that is honest, like you want to say, and then stand on that shit. That's what the fucking problem is. You niggas be too scared to stand on shit. You wanna be, you'd stand on some shit and fight your homeboy in the street before you would stand in your relationship on some shit that you feel. Fuck out my face with this shit.
I understand that. What I'm trying to say is, why is that never the reciprocation from black men when y'all say all these, some women say all these hateful things? We don't go to you.
It
your
could
mother,
be.
You hate your father, you hate your brother.
It could be.
Oh, okay, so that's
It
why
could
Wait,
be.
I feel like y'all
I'm
are
not
taught not
saying
to
that it
speak up like that.
can't.
So let's
Yeah.
first talk about how
That's
y'all
what
are
I'm-
not. Y'all are not.
I never said
allowed
that y'all
to speak in
can't.
that way.
I never said that y'all
About
can't.
emotions. Y'all
I
don't
That's
feel the way
facts.
comfortable doing that.
I feel the way
That's
I
facts.
feel, and I
That's
feel
just
like
that.
I am all in just on feeling the way I feel. And if you want to rebut and say that, that's fine. And that's my job to be like, hey, I grew up with my father. I have 6 uncles. I have over 20-something boy cousins. Like I have multiple male.
The problem with this, you're not fucking none of them niggas. You fucking whatever nigga you with. That example that you use is for people that you have parasocial relationships with. You're not fucking none of these men. None of these men will be the father of your child. So to use them as examples of somebody that you build the thing with, that you're fucking, versus people that will never have a relationship on that level with you, is foolish. It's dumb as fuck. It's so stupid.
Aspects that I can look up to, and like
I hear you. You know, the crazy twist on it is that you know, some black women may hold any black man accountable. So for one black man mistake, all black men are at fault.
I'm for sure. When you
hold
niggas do something, it's my
black
fault.
women
I swear to God, I'm
accountable
always
for
in trouble.
what
Like I
they
done
say.
done some shit.
but they can be.
But
No,
black
they
women
don't.
don't
I'm
do
not
the same.
saying
I
they
mean, black
can't
men don't do the
be.
same thing.
Hell no.
Hell
If
yeah.
a dude said something wrong,
I know
I'm
niggas
gonna
that's
fucking
jaded.
Niggas do the same exact thing all the time. I can't trust these hoes. Who you talking about? Nigga, you married. You been married since we graduated high school. How are you talking about these hoes ain't loyal? You married. Stop talking to me. Bro, shut the, these niggas is dumb.
Baby, but you don't. But you have to understand.
Wait, hold on.
that there is
I don't think I understood your statement
20,000
right.
men
Say
I'm
that
saying
again.
women don't hold women accountable for what they say when it's wrong.
They do.
Oh, absolutely, I do. Because just because I'm old, I'm a feminist.
When the fuck do niggas hold niggas accountable for the shit they say? That should be so rare. Would niggas hold each other accountable for the shit that they say? That shit's so rare. Oh my God.
You know me too, right? We all 3 friends. I don't know. The guy has a different understanding than
Because that is very.
Let's say was drinking with a woman and
I think they don't fuck with women.
you know, some black women may hold any black man accountable. So for
Can be.
But
no, there's something wrong.
I know
I'm a
niggas
person-
that's
don't,
jaded.
baby, but you don't. But you have to understand.
Wait, hold on.
that there is
I don't think I understood your statement
20,000
right.
men
Say
I'm
that
saying
again.
women don't hold women accountable for what they say when it's wrong.
They do.
Oh, absolutely, I do. Because just because I'm old, I'm a feminist and I'm all women power. But baby, if you wrong,
You don't know
wrong.
them women that don't fuck with women and be like, oh, I only fuck with men. You don't know them girls?
That don't mean they
playing
hold.
with
That don't
me.
mean they holding other women
No,
accountable.
if you wrong, you
that's what I'm
wrong.
Why
saying.
you think they don't fuck with women?
Yeah.
Because they hold them more accountable than they hold the men. That's a part of the issue.
But not.
We don't hold ourselves the same type of accountability. I hold myself the same
But you.
accountability I hold you to.
But you not.
Why do we not just be honest? Because there are men, just like there are women out here, who have ran off on a motherfucker, took their entire fucking fortune, disappeared. But there's far more women that are okay with this versus men, currently in my estimation. Like, why aren't we just honest about we let a lot of shit slide on our gender sides that we probably should call out that we don't say? Because shit be just deeper than that. Like, why? It's a lot of posturing going on between these people.
I fuck with somebody's not holding them accountable. You might not fuck with them, but they might not get the point of why you not fucking with them. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta teach them why you not fucking with them. And then they were like, oh, they gotta look at themselves and see why you're not fucking them. Then you can hold them accountable.
Well, let me give you a little quick example. Like, so if a man, let's say, was drinking with a woman and they wound up having sex, and a woman would probably consider that rape if that was that severe situation, right? But if a woman did that and a man didn't want to have sex with her and she still had sex with him, she's like, I'm raping his ass. We cheer those women get cheered on.
Yeah.
I am so mad that you used that topic. That is very sketchy with me.
Women,
we have women on the show, so if a man.
Yo, she gotta cut this bullshit out. Motherfucker, if we here to have a conversation, shut up with this, oh, but that's sketchy with me, and don't you ever... Motherfucker, what words did he use? He didn't say shit about your son, so shut the fuck up about it. Listen to the example he said. Listen to the example he said as well, and speak to it. Don't fucking... Oh, it's sketchy. Shut the fuck up. It's a true thing. That shit is fucking true as shit. Niggas do this shit all the time. Look at the kids that fucking get popped for fucking their teachers. Teacher look good, niggas be like, that ain't nothing. That nigga living a dream. That nigga living my fucking fantasy. But shit, let that shit happen where it's a male teacher fucking a kid in high school, it's a little girl, and then we're like, that fucking monster. Oh my God, I can't, it's a little girl. Like, stop this bullshit. Like, again, this is the double standard that these people will not talk to, that they will not admit because they're just fucking posturing. Or some of them just seem too immature in certain ways, like they just don't know certain shit, and they just in there talking.
There's literally men that there is, I won't say men, but I have literally
people can get raped.
I have literally
pay
been in
attention.
a situation where a man literally
got
me drunk and literally knew that that's not the path that I didn't want to take, and literally got me drunk and took that path and took advantage of me.
And that's wrong.
And that has nothing to do with the fucking scenario my nigga came up with. He is literally talking about the reverse scenario where how there's the double standard that if a girl takes dick off a nigga, oh, well, that nigga got some pussy. But if a nigga takes some pussy off a bitch, we have a rape case. Let's stop playing. That's what the fuck it is. It's very simple. Why are we acting like this is not real?
I'm not saying that that's not wrong.
So
what
that's
I'm saying
really touchy that you say
I don't even
that.
want to
He's trying to give another example.
But you have to, King, because it's women that go through that and that happens.
I just want to talk on the example that I give. Because it's let me flip it, right? It could be a situation where a guy and a girl, right? The guy has a different understanding than I have. I think it's consensual.
But what's the understanding that I'm drunk?
No.
Because for some guys, that's the only understanding that they need.
Back up.
You drunk, I'm drunk,
back up.
Let's fuck.
Back up. We was both drinking. We both, first of all, we both went in that situation understanding like, oh, I like you. I think you're attractive. You feel me? We both.
So just because you drunk and I'm drunk, that means that we automatically fuck?
No.
Can be.
No. Let's say, all right, we don't even go that far. But as a female, because I was on you, you feel like, oh, I was pushing it too much. You wasn't ready for that. Or you wasn't, you feel me? You wasn't in your right state of mind. You feel me? Shit be happening, right? Let's take that example, right? Let's say, okay, in that terms, how would you treat a man? Would you be understanding to him saying, oh, we wasn't on the same type of timing? I understand we went into it mutually, but it wasn't the same.
If a man denied it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Afterwards, he's saying, oh, no, we didn't have sex, period.
Yeah.
But I came on mad strong. Right?
Would I be understanding if he was to come at me and be
if he was coming, say it was your friend, right? And you know me too, right? We all three friends.
I don't like this.
Right?
Yeah, it's topic a little.
I don't like this topic.
Because none of you guys are mature enough to have this conversation.
And that's what we as black people sometimes don't understand. We have to be able to understand.
Ultimately, both parties, whoever's doing the wrong, need to hold themselves accountable. Is my point.
Yeah,
you can't.
That's why I brought in the female.
I ain't even gonna get into
female.
I don't like.
I ain't even gonna get into this word.
But just to go on to the next topic, what I do want to say as far as resolutions is that we have to stop, black men and black women. We have to stop bashing each other, right? You said you know a lot of black good kings, like, right? I know a lot of black positive women. We need to promote those women more and hold ourselves accountable for the type of women that we deal with. Like, I could hold myself. I dealt with toxic women. I learned from that. I'm not going to I know what I want now. Women have to do the same thing.
Niggas say that. We swear we say we love a crazy bitch. That the shit. Niggas be like, oh, crazy bitches got the best pussy. Come on now. We gotta own that shit.
Know that nigga ain't shit, but y'all keep thinking he gonna change X. But no, he not gonna change.
But let me ask you a question. You say you know a lot of good black men, right?
I do.
How often do you talk about them good black men on your platform?
And it's crazy. I don't, and that's y'all kind of eating me up right now because I don't. No, for real.
I'm just saying
And
it's
I
the social
don't-
media aspect.
And I
man.
don't talk about them as much.
Mm.
And I feel like maybe I don't talk about them because they're doing what's needed.
Right. But
So maybe now that y'all is checking me, maybe I should feel like, okay, maybe I need to big up the one
Right.
that is doing what's needed and not really give more glorification to the ones that's not
exactly.
doing what's needed.
Because I've been on your
Because
TikTok.
that's my fault.
And
Speaking
I
of that.
and
Because
what,
if you be on my TikTok, you would think that I just run into dudes that is just running me through the dirt.
I
Nah,
would think
but
that you
the-
hate black
the-
men. Like you
the
dislike
only person.
very strong.
Wait,
And that's
before you
crazy.
get into that,
It's
the
like
only
she
person
said
I
she
heard
was
you
Hold
stop-
on.
the whole-
Really, Eli?
Wait, hold on.
I'm just saying.
No,
Like,
wait, Ace. Really?
I'm just saying because that's the
If you
impression
run
that
on
I
my
got.
TikTok, you would think that I hate black men.
I
I am a black woman. I
what
am
that
not mixed
mean?
with nothing. I am not a mutt. I am not nothing. I am
just want
literally
to put
black.
out that she
If-
put the
Drop that ancestry. Drop that ancestry. You're a black person from the Western Hemisphere. It's damn near impossible for you to not be mixed with something. We are not first generation nothings over here unless you're really like a first generation Haitian. And that shit is brand new. Like, chill out with that shit. And even then, Portuguese, Spanish, fucking French. Like, stop. Oh my goodness. Fuck is this? We letting people talk.
If we going deeper into it, I am a Moor. I am black,
I get
straight
that.
through and through.
I get
I
that.
love black men. Love y'all.
Well, what I'm saying
through
is
and
I
through.
couldn't tell because of the rhetoric that you speak on your
No,
platform.
but that's crazy. Because that's not.
But- but
that's crazy.
But why is that crazy based
Because
on what,
I
what
don't
you
wait,
know.
hold on.
Because I don't
But
feel
let
like
me-
I'm all the way bashing y'all.
Let me play
And
devil's
first of all,
advocate a little bit.
today is the first day that I said actually black men, black
And she did that
other
on
races.
purpose.
I did, and that's so crazy.
Mm.
Poking
She
the
did
bear.
that on
I did.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
so
You're
crazy.
you're
Because
antagonizing
today
black men.
is the actual first day that I actually put it in a box like black men whoopty whoopty whoop.
But
All the other times, you don't know what
But-
men
but
I was
can I
talking
say-
But
about.
before that, you call black men unstable
Can I
creatures.
just say
I was talking about all men.
You said all men.
All men
Okay.
is unstable creatures.
Oh.
If you have
You
a
just said it's
penis,
mostly
you are
black men in your
an
comments, right?
unstable creature.
I ain't gonna hold
PP
you sounding enough things right
unstable.
now.
PP unstable.
Okay.
So if y'all need that,
Did you
I
not
was
say
not
earlier
just
that
speaking
black
on-
men are the
Alright,
main
hold
ones
on.
in
like
the
I said,
comments?
I was
Chop in.
antagonizing earlier because, like I said in my comments, it was mostly black men coming at me ridiculously, and I'm like, whoa, what
Yeah,
iguana is
antagonizing
going on?
them.
All right, so let
But
me
when I
chime in.
first started my whole,
I said that like
I guess
four
you could
times.
say my whole spiel or whatever it was,
We got you.
it was not automatically directed to black men.
right.
No,
No.
no.
So it's
But-
full
No,
transforming.
The only
no,
person
no.
I
All the
heard
black
you
men
the,
in here.
the
No,
only
it
person
was
I heard you
not.
talk about was your baby father.
I couldn't have been. I don't never speak about that nigga. When I talk about what video I talked about him, Ace.
In the
You
first
never
grade.
talked about that nigga?
When I talked about that man, Ace.
In your first
Bring up
I
the
don't-
receipts.
wait,
like,
when?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
In your first few
Oh, when
videos,
I
friend.
said,
Yeah,
the
in the
song?
beginning, friend, they went to the beginning. They
toxic-
did research too.
When you was
friend.
talking about toxic
They did research too. Let me
toxic
chime in.
qualities. No, being in a relationship.
Wait, I don't talk about my
Wait,
baby
hold on,
father.
hold on.
No, like, not my baby father. He had to be talking about
In the
Marquise.
beginning.
Let him.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
talk
okay,
about
okay.
my baby father.
Oh, it's not your baby father.
Nah, I don't
Right,
talk.
no, you
I
right.
just
I'm
came.
sorry.
Yeah,
Your
I'm like,
ex.
relax.
Are you talking about
I just came out of a 2-year engagement.
Oh, okay, my
so
bad.
anything that is relationship wise is towards that.
Okay, my fault.
My
fault.
baby
Sound
father
like
is
this.
dead to me.
My
We
fault.
don't speak on the dead, baby.
My,
No.
my fault.
No.
That's my fault for assuming that was your
No,
baby
no, no,
father.
no, no,
okay,
no,
yeah, that was my fault.
No.
I
I
thought-
literally
Appreciate you for
just
that.
got out of
Yeah.
a 2-year engagement.
Okay.
No, that's how I originally even
was
got.
that a black man?
Yes.
Okay.
So is that why some black women, they do get into these toxic relationships, and then when they come
So-
out, they paint all black men as this toxic nigga? Like, you know what I
Wait,
mean?
but before you go on, she had a point she wanted
I'm
to get
sorry.
to. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
because just like y'all did research on her, I just want to talk on the research I did with y'all on y'all. But before that, you feel me? I definitely need a P.O. box or something because I had a gift for y'all.
I got you.
Forgot that shit.
And bring it. Yeah. We didn't. Yeah,
But we got something for y'all.
Yeah, we
just
do.
to show y'all that the love is there regardless of the conversation.
Mad love, mad love. But we literally
You feel
forgot
me?
it.
I
Mad love.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, word.
But on that, right? Y'all bring a lot of women on the show, right? And I feel like y'all have a certain
demographic
of those women. Thank you,
Okay,
Ace, for
all right.
following me up. And on that, I want y'all to speak the same way y'all trying to come at Shay, because, you know, she brought me here for the
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So I want to know what is y'all perception or what do y'all think of black women in this same conversation that we're having where we shouldn't put each other in a box? Because basically that's what we're talking about.
Because even, to piggyback, even with y'all...
We should be honest about putting each other in whatever box that we want. And then standing on that's the box that we want. That's the problem. Everybody want to act like, oh, well, I'm just going to accept XYZ. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I got a very particular set of motherfucking things I will accept. And I'm willing to accept whatever X, Y, or Z on your list, depending if I'm willing to eat that shit. But you need to tell me what the fuck that shit is. We need to communicate these things so we can decide whether or not this shit should work. It's very simple. It's very simple. We have to be honest about the shit we want and stand on that shit. You don't want a motherfucker that likes polka dots. You better not wear polka dots, bitch. I'm telling you, you wear polka dots, I'm going to be upset. I don't really have this problem. I'm just saying, like, it's an example. Like, really, like, just, oh, my gosh.
Breaking me on the show,
Right.
Not to say like that. I feel like y'all kind of put me in a box. Because it's like, oh, we was looking at your TikTok and woo. It's like, oh, okay, she's going to come up here and she's going to talk her shit and she's going to start da-da-da-da-da-da. So it was like, That's why I was kind of like, wait, do I really want to? Because when I get on TikTok, I don't get up there to talk my shit. Like when I first got up there, it was literally a therapeutic thing to heal from my breakup that I just got out of. And then everything else just kind of hit a whirlwind. So it's like when you tell me that you piggybacking off the negative, it's like, wait, so I really want to contribute to this?
But see, we're not piggybacking off negative. What we try to do here is find solutions.
Okay.
So we hear the hurt that you're expressing, and we want to find a way to heal that.
Okay.
So by talking to people who are hurt,
Okay.
you can find solutions.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we trying to understand what you're going through and your perspective.
Okay.
We're not trying to add to the hurt. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We want to hear why you're hurting and how you're hurting, so we can find solutions.
Yeah.
And
So-
other people can hear the solutions. Like a lot of women that come on the show, you know, when you look at
my fault. Because a lot of women can relate to you.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
right. So that's why we bring you on. Because a lot of people gonna watch this, but yeah, I've been through the same thing. So how can we solve that? That we're not bringing you on because you're bashing. We're bringing you on because you're uttering rhetoric that we've heard multiple times, and we want to find a way to stop that. You understand?
Yes, I do.
Appreciate that, my brother.
Yes.
All right, so more of the story, man. We gotta focus as a group, black people, man. That bashing, man. This gender war.
We in this together, regardless.
We all in this
It
together.
don't matter.
That's a fact.
At the end of the day, we're
Don't
all we
matter.
got.
And I feel like at the end of the day, that's what my video was trying to say. Maybe I didn't express it the way that.
The numbers don't support this bullshit. The internet got y'all fucked up. This nigga literally gave her the facts on black women date fucking black men at X number way more than anybody else. But yet we in the middle of a gender war where we're obviously we're not fucking with each other. Like, how stupid is that? Y'all don't believe the goddamn narrative and then fucking you the snake eating this goddamn tail with this stupid shit. Everybody's fucking in a goddamn gender war with the same race of fucking whatever fucking gender that is opposite of them. White men be beefing with white women since the dawn of goddamn time. But we just call that fucking imperialism and act like it's not a thing. Like, what are you niggas talking about? Like, come on, blood. Like, this is crazy.
That maybe y'all wanted me to express. But if you hear in the video, I'm like, how could you bash me if I look like your mom? I look like your cousin. I look like your sister.
Because the
Like,
point is-
I'm saying the same
clearly
thing.
not obviously.
Because that
I
shit
look like
don't
them,
matter.
But it's like we come from the same place. At the end of the day, I'm black just like you black. I got the
Black men say
stereotype
the same
just like you
thing,
got the
though.
stereotype. But that's what I'm saying. I was trying to really get an understanding like, yo, why are we not one? And even y'all talking today, y'all see that we not one.
Because nobody's
So
one.
maybe I didn't express it in that way to say, yo, why are we not together and why are we not one? But that's really what I was trying to say.
But as
My
they
bad.
said,
I apologize for the antagonizing my four kings. But that's
no
all
fault needed, baby.
That's but no.
See
You feel me? No, no
Like,
problem.
we
Because
gotta see it.
no,
We
because
That's
no.
it.
If I if I offended or if I made a little bruise, I apologize. Because that's never what I'm trying to do. I want y'all to build me up just like how I'ma build y'all up. So I apologize if that's is what it seemed like.
Right.
You feel me? But I'm trying to get an understanding like, yo, why are we not in this together?
But as they saying, you feel me? They trying to say they're speaking for the black men who are trying, who are healing, who are putting the effort in.
But what about the ones that's not?
Right.
But we don't gotta worry about
we
that.
not
That's like white people being like, oh, well, why should we invest in the black community? They're just going to fucking shoot it up and rob it. That's the minority group of people over here. We have an entire population of people who still need help despite this wild shit over here. But you want to focus on the minority group and people fucking this shit up so you don't fix the overall issue. Stop doing that shit. That shit is fucking reductive. It's not necessary.
I'm trying to. They've been
gotta
getting all
start
the
at
And it's
one
not to say it like that, but
They've been
it's
getting
like
all the
you
attention,
stay in
But you
your
can't say we can't worry about them because they are still
But we
a
don't got
factor.
to.
But that's social
That's
media.
stupid
You
the
know what I
way
mean?
it's
You really can't pay
And
attention
that's
to
why
social media.
you
that's
gotta
why
start
I
from
always
somewhere.
tell people to check me in real life. See how you gonna
But
feel
see-
about me in real life.
That's
But you
right.
gotta
That's why
start from somewhere.
Forget about social
Talk
media.
your shit, Jew.
Yeah.
See how you gonna feel me in real.
I mean, a lot of people even get at us sometimes. They be feeling like, oh, sometimes we let the women yell at us or whatever the case. We don't feel like we ain't yell at y'all now one time.
No.
You get what
They
I'm
need
saying?
to.
And you get that on that platform where you feel like everybody got to have a yelling match. We respect y'all respect us. There's just a conversation between men
Very
and women.
respectable.
Yeah.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all.
And I appreciate y'all.
Yo, this
And
shit's
like
still
I
gonna go
said,
left.
if
I'm
it
waiting
was
on that
me,
shit.
I apologize.
But I think
And that's to whoever else on my TikTok that I probably
Okay,
I'm
just for
sorry.
that.
I
didn't
think-
mean to.
I think the biggest miscommunication is communication. Like people don't know how to communicate
Drop
these
bodies.
things.
gems over here.
Yeah,
like,
I
you know
mean,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me-
It must be the Henny with
Yo,
no
if you got
food.
that bomb sound effect, we need the bomb sound.
Yeah. I see you, Ace.
Yo, people need to learn how to communicate, and I think that's the biggest reason why black people
Communicate
need
effectively. So
effectively.
we are communicating, but it's
Yeah,
a negative.
because a lot of
Sometimes-
people like I'll talk, but you're not hearing me.
As sad.
Yeah,
But
like I
sometimes
need you to
even-
hear me.
I realize as black people though, we gotta understand the way we communicate. I can't keep judging you for the way you learn to communicate.
Right.
If you learn something from me, you learn something from me. But I can't force that shit on you. That the problem is with the white supremacy, they force that shit on us. So we feel like, oh, that's ours. We have to carry it.
But
And
in,
a
Nigga,
lot-
I'm still
but a lot
in this generation
No,
where
no,
we
no.
know that's what it is, we
There's
gotta
a level
change.
of advocate.
We gotta change.
Absolutely.
We gotta take
We have to
accountability.
evolve,
We gotta
Papa.
take accountability.
But that's what it
and
is.
evolve,
It's a
right?
difference.
But then
I'm saying.
sometimes also we have to take accountability because
I
sometimes
have to have patience.
you gotta understand that sometimes somebody don't mean no harm. People tell me all the time, yo, you so aggressive, like you so raw. And most of the time, majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, I don't mean
Best
no harm.
intentions.
That's just who I
But
am.
how-
But if you taking it like I'm trying to give you harm, I can't do anything about that.
But how many times you heard it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Absolutely.
I don't give a fuck about
But
that.
even if how I say it, if you're perceiving it in a
Not
different
my
way,
problem.
It's only but
What-
so much I could downtone it. It's especially as a black woman. I can put on my best Karen voice, but there's only but so much.
yeah, if you're still understanding it the
You
way
feel
you
me?
understand it, what more can I do about it?
I mean, you can say it in the
And you
camera if you're
still-
still bashing us or saying it in a negative
No,
way. it's still coming
absolutely.
from
It's
the
still
same
what
that's
you're
not-
saying. But linguistics, that's why we're talking about
Eli.
communication
I
and
am
learning to
not
do it differently.
Try.
It's a
No, I
trial
understand.
and
She's
error.
saying because she put on the Karen
It's
voice.
a
we supposed
trial
to
and error.
understand,
He's
It's a
eating
trial
me
and
up,
error.
y'all. He is
No.
eating me up.
I'm really not.
He's
like,
not.
yo.
Yo, all I-
Holding you accountable.
all I-
That's it. First
all I-
of all,
all-
it's a
oh,
trial and
okay.
error. I'm sorry
I
because
know.
Yeah,
you
you know, you good. You good.
we all learn with time. You feel me? If you didn't learn, first of all, I have a white uncle. People don't understand certain pressures you grow up under. That shit make you feel. What the fuck?
We gonna clip that.
What? You can. Thank you. But you feel me? Certain pressures you grow up under, it makes you feel caught up in a box. I don't have to show up that way. And as a black person navigating this society, I still have to know to make it clean enough for you to digest.
But real quick, what I'm hearing too from black men as well, this is why I say certain black women put black men in a box, because
we all put each other in a box.
That's fair. But usually when I hear black women talk about black men, he either got to be hood, he got to be masculine, he got to be super brolic, he got to be scamming, this, that, and the third.
That's so crazy.
The nigga that's book smart. Y'all.
As men, there are certain things that we are supposed to listen to women about, yes. But in how to pursue them, that shit is stupid. What the fuck were you niggas doing in middle school, in high school, when we had no money? Were you not able to get girlfriends and spend time with women as young men? It's this belief that you must be uber wealthy or something is just retarded. There's so many women out here fucking niggas that haven't had a job since way before COVID even hit. That nigga ain't shit. That shit just, oh my God, there's so many broke niggas just fucking on bitches. I don't get it. I don't get it. Homeless niggas get pussy. But you niggas is out here, oh, I gotta have a bankroll. I gotta have a bankroll. Oh, she said I better buy a Birkin. Like, you niggas is dumb. Stop parroting shit that you just keep hearing. It's not fucking actually true if you look outside for 2 seconds. Get the fuck off the internet. Touch grass. You niggas is crazy.
Y'all looking at him
that's
like
so crazy, baby. Yo, if I talk about my ex, then y'all be like, yo,
but
you are nothing like.
To take each other as we are, though.
Yeah,
but that's really what it is.
Because
you can't judge a book by its cover, and that's really what be happening.
Not all women is like that. Some women just want a nigga that's just gonna love you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Not to even. I'm sorry, but I gotta. Some females just want a nigga that's just gonna love.
Describe your ex.
She gonna accept you broke. She gonna accept you living with your mama. She gonna accept you selling drugs. Just love me,
but
nigga.
That's what they talking about.
Describe your ex. Let me hear.
I don't wanna.
Why not?
I kind of just did though. Living with your mama, selling drugs. Like,
okay.
Did I not? Living with your mama, selling drugs.
But so looking back in hindsight, are you looking back in hindsight? Are you surprised at the outcome?
Okay. Yes and no. I would say.
I want to know why. Yes, first.
I'm gonna say yes. Right. I would say I'm surprised at the outcome because of all the work.
Nigga better now. Gucci's better now.
Ha. But hold on. Ha. But no, but I will say I am surprised at the outcome because all of the work that I tried to put in to make things different. That's why I would say I'm surprised at that. I won't say try to change it, but just try to elevate your life. That's it. Like, I did not try to change him. I tried to show him, hey, you don't need to do this because you could do this. Hey, you don't need to be this because you can be this. No, trying to show you the better way of life.
That's changing them.
I'm not saying, yo, you need to do this. No, I tried to literally help because I came from the hood.
You've been eating skirt steak your whole goddamn life, and I cook you filet mignon. I didn't change you by just showing you something different. You didn't change the dynamic of the thing I understand. You have to understand the things that you say are way more impactful when you say them. You do change a person. You are not directly trying to say, hey, now you have to eat filet mignon all the time, but I've shown you that this now exists. So you've now changed the realm of the things that I understand. You've forever changed a person. It's like why when you give a dog human food for the first time, you're not trying to tell him he's supposed to eat human food. But now that you gave it to him, he's like, well, my nigga, the scope of possibilities, it's the kibble or that shit on your plate. And I like that shit a lot more. Like, it's very simple.
Women
I know that.
Listen,
before you
say that, because
there's a better.
They don't know. Let me just say.
They don't know, friend. So
let me just say. No. I was going into the situation trying to change you. I was going into the situation trying to change you for the better.
The ladies like
I was going into the situation trying to fix you.
But you hear what she said though? Trying to change you for the better.
But that was her. I wasn't trying to do that. I was accepting him how he was and just hoping, like, hey,
that he would change.
No, just hoping that you would see that. Not you would change. I want you to see that you could do better.
doing better.
As a man, you have to know. No,
bro.
Forget about
That is
that. As a
changing.
man, you should know that. Hey, selling drugs shouldn't be your only source of income.
Now we're at the point of, again, now she's saying, as a man, you're not a man, so you don't get to tell a man as a man because you're not one, based on the shit y'all say. That shouldn't be a thing. But if that man wants to do that, there's niggas really that just believe that, yeah, selling drugs and sleeping on the sofa is the wave. That's what they want. It's just wild.
What do you mean changing you? As a man, you should know.
Get it off your chest.
You should know.
Okay, but
how much grams are you gonna sell, baby? Get a job.
Let me ask you a question.
And as a woman, you should know that you need to get away from that.
Let me ask you a question.
And she did.
I tried my hardest.
Let me ask you a question.
And
No, we only got
good.
Let me
I
ask
tried my hardest.
Let me ask you a question.
So hard.
Can I ask you a question?
I gave my blood. My
Tried so hard.
No,
That's what nigga that didn't deserve it.
Let her get it out. Let her get it out. Let her get it out.
I lost myself to the point where that man said, "Hey, I don't want to be with you because you need to love yourself more. You love me too much.
Friend.
Stop playing with me,
Friend.
Stop playing with me, y'all.
Friend.
Stop playing with me.
Let her get it out.
Point.
Let her get it out.
Friend.
Let her get it out.
I done spent all my
We
money.
Help us. She need that jacket off. Help her. Oh, you got it?
I spent all my money. I spent all my time. All of everything. My patience, my loyalty, my love, my everything. My everything was with that man when he was broke.
Okay.
Sending you money for food, sending you money for weed. For that man to say, hey,
not yet.
for that man to get back on his
early.
level.
Don't do that.
For that man to get back on his shit and say,
She's
hey,
still getting it
I
off.
think we need to break up because you need to love yourself
Friend.
more.
Fuck that man.
Not after you spent all the money on my bank account.
Fuck that man.
Not after you done took all the love I got.
Fuck that man.
What? So you can't tell me about loving a black man unconditionally.
So you-
I didn't love the black man unconditionally.
These are the conditions. If it's all the love you got, you should have more love to give and easily moved on because it's unconditional. Yeah, the shit hurts, but shit, it happened. It's unconditional. Doesn't matter. The fuck?
But see,
I done love the
this
black
is where they
man
about to
pull.
get
I
us,
done love
friend.
the black man pull.
And this
I
is
done
where
love
you
the
gonna
black
tag
man
me in,
smoke.
friend.
I done love the black man that he didn't have nothing.
Right after this, you gonna let me talk.
She's vented.
So please,
Okay.
Tell her.
please,
You finished?
please.
Off your
finished,
chest.
man?
And I did not try to change him.
Yeah.
I stood beside that man. I loved that man.
For who he
I was
was.
there for that man.
But fuck that nigga.
Okay?
All right.
Fuck that nigga.
Let me get my
Fuck that
let me
nigga.
get let me
Y'all
get
the wrong
let me get my one
subject.
point in.
No, it's
Fuck
okay,
that
baby.
I just got one point. I just got one point. That's it.
No, I'm ready to go.
It's fine.
I
Fuck that nigga.
I appreciate.
Don't talk to me about love.
Take that shit.
I love that black nigga.
We know you do.
Fuck is y'all talking about?
We know.
That nigga was broke. Mommy sent you cash apps for weed, nigga. Fuck you.
Friend.
He was
Hold it
selling
down.
weed. You selling cash?
That's my friend. Don't let that.
What are you
He was
selling?
selling air, bitch. He needed some weed. Who was sending you cash app?
You
I can pull it up right now.
she just called me a bitch. Like,
Ace, I'm sorry. Never don't. Stop it. Yes,
where
she
you going? Where you going?
I'm holding down, friend. I'm tagged in officially. That's it.
Done. We almost done.
Yo.
We almost done.
Best friend,
Take a seat. Take a seat.
blood, baby. We got you.
Eight more minutes.
This shit wild as
Eight more
fuck.
minutes.
Friend, drink your
8 more
water.
minutes. 8 more minutes.
Friend.
Drink your water.
Friend.
Drink your water.
Friend,
Drink your water.
She done.
you good.
I'm sorry.
Drink your water.
But it's
What you
like,
about to?
I'm
Oh,
sorry, because I try to keep it cool. Because
friend.
listen, I done love the black man. I done been here for a black man.
You said that.
Got you,
I done
friend.
held down multiple black. I done did jail. I done did what?
All these niggas sound like the wrong type of niggas, boy. Like,
Eli, hold it down.
jail
Wait.
niggas, scammers, drug
We
dealers,
know
those
that
are the
they
wrong
went
type
wrong.
of niggas.
That's why she's healing, not healed. It's okay.
In the MTA,
Friend.
I did all that. I done, like I said, I done
Friend,
did
we gonna
real
hold
estate
it down?
Niggas that done sell $1 million
And we gonna
houses.
get through the rest
I
of the
done did
show,
all that,
friend.
baby.
Friend.
Pick
You-
your flavor.
Look,
Friend.
and look, you
Sit
know
right
what's?
here, friend.
Let me tell you something real quick
Friend.
about this.
Still
Pick
Look,
your fucking. I done had all
look.
different type of niggas.
Friend.
Look.
Which one you want to pick?
Friend, give me.
Fuck that.
See, and this is the crazy shit
All
because
different types.
when-
Don't say crazy.
Black
so, this is
person,
crazy because the ladies will choose two groups of niggas. A nigga that they
Wow.
want to build up and change
So I guess-
themselves,
She-
or
she-
a nigga that's already successful to get
Right.
something
She
from.
said she had all
Friend.
types of niggas.
But that's why.
Yeah.
She was
Okay.
vocal on the drug
But
and
wait,
the
hold
jail
on.
niggas.
But
like,
however,
No,
Friend.
Watch the
The water.
Watch the water. She good. She good.
It wasn't. I'm not only vocal on the jail. Like I said, I had MTA niggas. I got an army nigga
Friend,
right
hold
now.
on. Let's continue
But-
the conversation.
What that
But-
mean?
but just 'cause- but
and I'm on his life
friend,
insurance.
But just
Friend.
Shit.
But
That
just-
nigga fight for our country.
This motherfucker said he got a wife and a baby, and I'm on his life insurance. Why is that a flex?
friend.
Russia call him right now, nigga. He's
What that
fighting.
mean about
I be
He's
like,
gone.
friend, you blowing
I
him up to his
that
wife,
life
so I'm gonna need
insurance.
you to
why-
hold it down,
Can't
friend.
tell me.
But why does that make him a good man?
I didn't say that make him a good man. I'm giving
Does he
more
fight for
examples.
America?
Why
All right.
Say shit.
Right, but you
Wait.
choosing the
I'm giving
wrong.
more examples.
Don't do that.
Hold it
But you
down.
choosing the wrong niggas.
It's only 6 more minutes.
You choosing the
I didn't
wrong
say-
Five
I didn't
niggas.
choose him.
Wait.
He chose me.
and you
Alright.
And you,
He
Friend.
and you accepted
Friend.
it.
He
And you
gives me
accepted
money.
it.
this sound like
You
accountability.
He gives me money.
You
Friend,
you
hold it
accepted
down,
That's
June.
another
We ain't
topic
say
for
this
another
part was
show.
You accepted
accountability.
it.
No,
She was
no.
venting in that
What
part,
are we
friend.
talking about right
Don't
now?
do that.
The niggas don't want to be accountable when that bitch fleece you out of your money. You would be like, I thought she loved me, bro. But we told you that bitch was trying to steal your money. But exactly. The accountability angle is just dumb. It's dumb.
I'm saying
He pays
this
my
is
bills.
either a nigga they want to
You
build up
tolerated-
or a
you
nigga that's
tolerated the
already
bullshit.
secure.
First
Like,
of all,
does that
hold
make-
it
the
down,
bullshit 'cause he was paying
POP.
the bills.
Hold on.
No, he just got married.
Does it make him
He just
toxic?
had a baby.
Does that make him not toxic because he paying the bills?
He's
Okay.
extremely toxic.
We didn't say
All
nothing
right.
about. All right.
But that's why I
It's-
said.
it's
Let's
you gotta
focus.
I said that.
Let's
the only
focus,
toxic
friend.
Niggas that I get is scammers.
They
and
didn't.
drug
No.
Somebody, Eli said that. He said
You
I'm
said
only
that?
going for scammers
Okay.
and drug this. So
Uh.
when I tried to say that,
Mm.
I have
Nigga
other
said, yeah.
niggas
Mhm.
that's toxic and
My
fucked
friend.
up.
First of all,
That's
wait.
Not only
Friend.
I won't even say his name because if I say his name, the army gonna discharge him. But what I'm saying is,
Mhm.
I have other niggas
Friend.
that's not only scammers and drug dealers, that is toxic as a motherfucker.
The fact that you finding niggas in the army defending the country that's toxic is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The fact you don't know how toxic the niggas in the military are, it's fucking crazy. Them niggas is, boy. Man. Boy. You niggas got to get out more.
what's the common denominator? You gotta look at yourself at the
Hold
end
it
of the
down.
day.
Yeah.
Bro. You gotta look at yourself at the end of the
But
day.
the
No.
point
You
is,
gotta hold
yeah,
yourself accountable.
that's why we having this combo.
Good girl.
No
turn
matter
back.
who you choose and what
Good girl,
genre
turn back.
and what
At
occupation,
the end of
you're
the-
choosing the toxic niggas out of
No.
all of them?
But now, no. But this is not about me.
This is
That's
a
what I'm saying. My TikTok is not about me.
I'm not talking about the
niggas that
TikTok.
I'm
I'm not
fucking
talking about the
with-
TikTok.
No.
Friend.
The niggas that I'm fucking
Friend.
with, they have
Mhm.
their reasons. If you go down a couple of more videos,
Uh-huh.
y'all will see. Every nigga that I'm fucking with got his motherfucking reason.
Hey.
The army nigga got
How
his
you be like,
reason.
hey?
Reason for
Every
what?
other nigga got
Reason
his
for what? Reason for what?
So,
Say.
for what he do.
Why are you choosing them? Why are you choosing
Because
them?
he has a
accepting it.
reason.
You should have been choosing niggas with a reason.
Why are you accepting it?
Why?
Why are you
Wait,
accepting
I'm
it?
not trying to be
Because-
married.
because-
I don't want to be in a
because-
It's deeper than being
Wait,
married.
wait.
Niggas is out here being side niggas, but y'all pressing her for accepting this. Come on now. I'm not saying it's not messy, but like, again, these double standards, my nigga. Like, I'm not about to let you niggas hide in these double standards and act like they just don't exist here.
Wait, hold on.
Time out. You
But
asked me
this
why.
is the journey
You
to
asked me why.
healing.
You asked me why. You
Wait,
asked me why.
I
You
am
asked me
not
why.
trying to be
You
but
asked
I'm
me
gonna talk
why.
to y'all.
I don't want to be in. I just got
Cause on the hill, cause on the
Move
real,
on, move on.
I don't want to
Mike.
be married.
Mm.
I
On the
don't
real?
want to be in a relationship.
On the
So
real?
if a man is gonna pay my bills,
Mm.
if he's gonna do what I want him to
Wrong,
do, then so
wrong,
be it. I don't want you to be
wrong.
my
I said
boyfriend.
they look
But
for
you
two
shouldn't be
type of
mad.
men.
Looking for a
You shouldn't be
husband
mad
right
who the
now.
fuck he
Can't say
fucking
they.
with then. Like, you
you
shouldn't be
can't
mad who
say
he married
they
to then.
because I
I'm
love
not.
how.
Did I ever say I
So
was?
how is he toxic
Wait.
then?
I'm on his fucking life insurance.
So
Why
how
am
is he
I mad who
toxic?
he's married
So
to?
how is he
Friend.
toxic then?
He's toxic because he's
You
married.
don't want a relationship. You don't want a
No,
boyfriend. You
he's
just want somebody to pay
toxic.
your bills. So how is he
What?
toxic?
He's toxic to his wife. He's
Now-
not toxic to me. He does what the fuck I tell him. If I text him right now and tell him,
Wait,
give me
hold
$200,
on.
he's gonna do it. He's toxic to his
Can you-
wife.
can
But you don't
say
think
that-
you're
that-
selling
that-
Because I
yourself
say
short
a
in
nigga
that
is toxic, don't mean I mean he's toxic to me. That's your problems. I'm not saying it personally.
on.
He's not toxic
You gotta
to me.
rewind the tape,
Clearly,
man.
he's
Like-
toxic to his fucking wife.
Can
he
he
has
still
a
dealing
wife
with him?
and a kid at home, and he gives me everything. That's toxic.
My
Can he-
friend is
can
getting
he-
what she needs.
can he
That's
send
what
that
she
to
What
her
the
needs.
out?
fuck? And he has a wife
well, this
and
is
a
making
kid
sense
at
to you?
home.
This is that accountability that the niggas was talking about earlier. That again, they just clearly just gonna let pass. She just said my friend is getting what she says she needs. You should hold her accountable because why would you want to associate yourself with a person who's moving like this? This is the things that on both sides of the gender aisle where I help my niggas more accountable and we stop moving Buki out here, and y'all stop letting this shit happen, men and women might work better together. But look at this smile we have on her face, and she's done a good job so far. I've liked her the best. She's got the most actual substantive argument on the goddamn fucking panel. However, this shit is just, it's right into the track. Like, come on now.
Making it down.
It gives me what I want.
Cause
Why would I
wait,
feel like that's
Shay.
toxic to me, Eli?
Can he say
Then
that?
why are you complaining?
Can he send that
about this?
$200?
Why are you messing with the
Shay,
nigga?
wait.
Not toxic.
She on a
Hold on,
beam.
how was
What
that
is
not
going on with her?
toxic,
I am
sweetheart?
not complaining about him. You said
No.
You say you checked all types of toxic niggas. Then
said
you brought up the nigga.
You said the only toxic niggas I fuck with is scammers and drug dealers.
He made a mistake,
I
but
gave you
clearly.
hold on.
You're right.
I gave you another example of toxic niggas that I fuck with. Is he toxic to me? No. He does what the fuck I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kids? Absolutely, because he's not. Being
Why are you
100%
dealing with a nigga like that, son?
Why do I care what he do with his wife, Eli?
Shay.
That's not my business.
Shay. It's
The fuck is you talking about?
How's that not your
That's not my
business,
Shay,
bro?
Shay.
That's not my business.
Bro, that sounds like
Excuse me.
no, you're not.
Just like you niggas is out here fucking on married women, fucking on niggas' baby mamas. Stop acting like, oh, that should be her business. You're not about to be trying to hold people accountable, that you're not holding everybody else accountable to the same shit. Niggas make entire songs about, oh man, I'd fuck that nigga baby mama. Be playing that shit. Like, hey, you heard what that nigga said? We out here kill Scottie Pippen because that nigga Future said he fucked that nigga wife in some Gucci flip-flops. But you upset talking about, oh, you trying to act like that's not your responsibility. It's your responsibility. You fucking with a nigga like that. It is, but it's not her job to make sure that the nigga she's fucking with handles his other business. He handles the business like she says that she needs handled. What the fuck is she supposed to check past that? That's not her job. That's the nigga's job to fix his fucking life, which means to cut this bitch off and handle the shit in his marriage. But again, that's the real accountability that you seem to not be able to discuss.
Not taking accountability.
That's not my business.
So
if he wasn't cheating on his wife, why is that my business?
So what you
Niggas done cheated on me, and bitches didn't feel like that was their business.
Man.
Why do I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
man.
Bro,
Why, Eli?
So
Why, Eli?
so what you be?
Hold on. Why, Eli?
that sounds
Why should I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
because
Hold on.
if he's cheating on his wife and you're the person that he's
Right.
cheating on, you're contributing to the
He's cheating
the
with
house wreck.
multiple bitches.
And you one of them.
So I gotta be one of them. That don't make it better. Come
You be more
on.
than a nigga
Well,
for his
let me.
toxic
I don't
behavior,
know
bro.
if he's cheating with multiple, but I would assume if he's cheating with me that he's cheating with. That's my assumption.
So-
I don't actually
So
know
that-
if he. I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually know if he
So
is.
can I ask you a
but
question?
my assumption is if nigga
That
you gonna
is-
do it with me, you gonna do it with other bitches.
Hold on.
Hey,
Can I ask
Let's
you a
bring it
question?
back.
Niggas can
So
only
I
be
don't
toxic
know
if
that
women
for
allow
sure.
this shit,
So I
bro.
can't-
Like
Go
that's
ahead.
Can I ask
I
you a
don't
question?
care. He's
So-
not my husband.
So when
Hold on.
when you pick a man, he's been toxic, right?
Pick.
And-
The last man I picked was my fiance.
Okay, and he was toxic, right?
Walked right into that shit.
And he was toxic, right?
Walked right into that shit.
I don't want to see.
Because you gotta admit
is
you
he
was
not-
wrong.
Why
What
is he not
is-
your husband?
What is y'all?
Why is he
Now
not
we
your
gotta
husband?
redefine
Because
toxic.
what I wanted,
Damn.
he couldn't give.
I told you about
Which is what?
I don't want to get into that.
Okay.
Y'all just saw
All right.
Hobbs. Y'all just saw
All right,
Hobbs.
all right. So you picked the
But I
the
was
last man you
toxic.
picked.
Mm.
How you
The-
like? Talk to me first.
The last man you picked was your fiance, but y'all didn't get
I
married.
actually picked
And then this man right now that you're dealing with, you picked him.
Multiple.
You picked him.
Who?
Oh, these men that you're dealing with are
Why are we
multiple-
talking? This is not a.
they
I
toxic? Are they
I
toxic?
really want to talk about
Because
No,
this
we
man-
don't. We don't. We gotta
Wait,
get.
wait,
We gotta get up out of here. We gotta
Wait,
get
Yeah,
up
I
out
gotta
of here.
get up out of here.
this last
Bye-bye.
point. Last point. This
Ace, I'm
last man.
finished.
This
No.
last man.
We not doing
that
that.
you said was toxic.
We not doing that.
We
What-
healing.
what you
Not
mean?
healed. Wait, hold on.
I'm ready to go.
That's. Ask me
Go
a
on,
question.
Toxic
been
plus
friends.
toxic equals toxic.
But as long as you give me what the fuck.
Friend, you.
As long
can't
as you
make
give
that
me what
As
the
long
fuck
as you
you
give
want.
me what I want,
You could be toxic.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
No.
Then-
Blame your
Toxic
mammy.
men only
We
exist
all
because
healing.
women allow this shit, bro.
She
Like,
lit.
but anyway,
We all
man,
healing.
We all
Blame
lit.
your mammy.
shit got.
And you niggas out here tricking on girls, fucking flying them out. Fucking, like, come on, my nigga. Like, have some balance to the conversation. Don't just fucking try and pander. Like, the pander is trash. Like, she on some bullshit. Because she done kind of derailed this entire fucking thing with either her personal situations that she just can't let a conversation just ride, or she just overtalked a lot of people. because I believe his name is Ace. Ace seemed like he had a couple of good questions. She just fucking just steamrolled right the fuck up. She was not fucking with that nigga at all. And then just motherfuckers don't really have the breadth of fucking knowledge to actually discuss these topics in the way that are helpful. They just pander to a particular side of the audience and give them the shit that they fucking need to hear. And it's like, nah, bro, like, niggas is doing a bunch of fuck shit. Women is doing a bunch of fuck shit. We're both doing some fuck shit. We all need to fucking fix our fucking lives. And to act like one side's transgression is worse than the other is why nobody's fucking getting anything wrong or fixed. Is because women, they're like, oh, well, our shit's, well, we're never fucking wrong. The fuck is this nigga on about? Niggas is like, I'm tired of always fucking being wrong. And bitch, you were actually wrong in XYZ situations. So I'm not doing that shit. And we was already on a madness. Fucking, we built the world. So, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this whole fucking, oh my God, there's just so much left out of a conversation with these motherfuckers. It's so crazy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This shit was cool, I guess. Not really. They don't fucking, this shit's like clickbait almost. Because nobody really has a good argument that they can actually stand on or defend, especially if you actually know fucking something or remember the things that they say in the conversation. Because they just keep using their own points against each other. And nobody fucking remembers that they said anything. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. This is probably long. I don't know how long is this shit. Whew, yeah, this is time. Yo, if somebody watches this, thank you very much. This is greatly appreciated. I'm just, hey, if you want me to do more of these, I'll for sure check them out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. And I'm out of here.